Alright, so we are back with more Not CCLP 4, and I believe this is episode 11, I want to say. Yeah. So, I haven't recorded in a couple of days, so it's been quite a while, and because the past few videos were all made in the same night, so I was kind of ahead of the game, and but I didn't want to get too ahead, because, you know, the one thing I don't like is having like out-of-date commentary. Like, say, most of the commentary I had from those earlier videos was over a week ago, and they just got uploaded like 2 days ago or something. So I don't know. I just don't like having out-of-date commentary, even though the stuff I talk about doesn't really matter. But there are some things that I do like talking about and all that. So anyway, this is back and forth, and the official or non-official halfway point of the set. And as the title suggests, it's just going back and forth all over the level. Not a good design tactic if you ask me, but that's kind of the point of this whole set. So one thing I want to talk about, and I don't really need to because it doesn't really concern anyone but myself, or excite anyone but myself for that matter, but my video, my rules, and stance of that. So anyway, a couple days ago, I think it was May 10th, it's the 13th as I'm recording this, so the last video, which was part 10 of this, was just uploaded today, so I'm getting back into the groove of recording a couple episodes at once. Anyway, so May 10th, a major announcement, or a major announcement, if I can talk right, that'd be nice. I'm waiting for the day that can happen. Some new Pokemon games are coming out, and this was announced like earlier in the year, like in January, February-ish, but a lot of people in the Pokemon community didn't necessarily believe it, because it was just too soon for the next generation of Pokemon, in my opinion. The current one, which is the 6th one, is only been out for not even a full 3 years yet, so yeah. But anyway, so a new generation's coming out and all that stuff. And May 10th is when they officially announced like the whole idea of the game and what it's going to consist of and everything. It was a pretty major day for the Pokemon community. And even though I'm like a diehard fan of the franchise, I'm actually not in the Pokemon community itself. And the reason for that, it's for a lot of reasons, but the biggest one is because it's way too competitive for me, or for my liking. And I'm all for competitiveness and all that, but this kind of competitiveness with like online battling and everything, there's just so much competitiveness, it gets absurd, and there's all these like set rules and all these things. Okay, I got the path right. I didn't mean to take that, but looks like I had to. But yeah, there's all these set rules when you do online battling with other people. There's all these set rules, and if you break them, you pretty much automatically lose. Not that it's a bad thing. I do agree with some of these said rules, and I'm not going to get into them because, again, not that many CC community members are into Pokemon like I am, so there's no sense in me talking about it. But it's just way too competitive, to the point where it's like you just want to play the game for the game, not be over strategic about it, and that kind of ruins the whole point of the game, in my opinion. It's meant to be fun, not to be so aggressive and everything. So I'm not part of the Pokemon community for that reason. But it did kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? This whole announcement thing, the new Pokemon games, it kind of exploded the whole Pokemon community, especially online, because here on YouTube, I'm following quite a few Pokemon YouTubers that make Pokemon content and all this stuff. I surprisingly don't watch as much as you think I do, but I'm subscribed to all these different people, and on May 10th, sure enough, like 50 videos, not all from the same person, but 50 videos altogether were up on my feed, kind of going into depth of the whole trailer and all that stuff. Yeah, this is the stuff I'm talking about. It gets that competitive. It's ridiculous. And to a certain point, and I didn't even take that big fat loop. That's okay. So yeah, that's one thing I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be interesting, and it kind of not really bothers me, but it's unfortunate that okay, the last chip is down here. It's just kind of unfortunate that not a lot of CC community members aren't really into the franchise as much as I am. There are some that like it, like I think Andrew does and Tom Patton does, but they're not as active as I am, and I believe Rock Generu is also into Pokemon as well, to some degree or another. But other than that, there's not a lot of people into it, which kind of bums me out, but it is what it is. I can say the same thing for what other people are into, like, oh, and that was stupid. Like, oh, what is it called? Like, I think Tyler's into In the Groove or DDR. One of those games, probably both. I don't know. He's gonna tell me on Skype as he's watching this video. And I'm not into stuff like that, so. Sea bears and fairy tales are real. So that was Fake Science Monthly, and the story behind that level, it's one of mine. It was made as a joke to something that Dave Varberg claimed was a busted thing in Fourplex, which was this cloning mechanism right here of saying that it was busted when it's not. So, and the title and hint come from, I think, the same SpongeBob episode. I don't know the title of that said episode, but it's a SpongeBob reference. And even though it's not visible from the game window, if you look at it in the editor, there's gravel tiles on the bottom that say that reference, though. And there's a face made of dirt. Yeah, it's a JCCLP rejects level. Anyway, bridges for bugs. So we got quite a bit of tedious levels today, but you know what? This doesn't bother me at all. In a set like this, I'd rather take tedium than frustration. I mean, I seriously do mean that. So as of this day, what's it called? I didn't mean to clone another one, that's alright. I actually tried to record this, I think, 2 times before. and both those times got interrupted. I want to say I got to... Okay, I can clone a bomb right. I can clone a bug right now. Just so I can get a key. Yeah, I tried to record this twice, and I think I got to 78 on one of the attempts, but I got like absurd amount of phone calls at like around that time, so I had to, of course, delete my solutions and replay everything. Even though I technically didn't have to do that. I still do. It's just the sake of my own comfortability or whatever you want to call it. So I want to try to get these bugs to go along the path along the wall itself. We're going to have to block off the fourth floor entry points as well. And if you're wondering, this isn't Andrew Menzies' level. Again, I think I've said this before a couple of times, but I'll keep saying it with his levels. Not one of his best creations. It's clever, it's different in comparison to some other levels, but in terms of tedium, it kind of defeats the purpose of it. But again, in a set like this, I'd rather take tedious levels. My commentary is really out of whack tonight. I really don't know what it is. Like, I have to admit, I did kind of start this recording completely unprepared. Like, usually before I record, I don't like rehearse anything, but I try to at least think of one or two things to talk about. And the only thing I thought of was the Pokemon thing, and I got that out of the way. I didn't think about anything else I could talk about. I guess another thing I could talk about is some LPs I would like to do, but I don't know if I really necessarily want to, if that makes any sense at all. So, since I'm so into Pokemon the way I am, I actually wanted to start doing Pokemon Let's Plays again, and I haven't done one in I don't know how long. I think 4 or 5 years it was. But I actually want to do more of that. But the reason why I don't is simply, and I don't need to even bridge right there. I just need to get one up to right there, and I can just go on with the rest of it. And the window's open in my room, so it's going to be a little noisy. But I live in California, and it's gotten pretty hot here out of the blue. It was, last week it was freaking, what, in the low 70s, because it was just so overcast and windy. Now all of a sudden it's in the mid 80s. Yeah, California has really ridiculous weather. Like, really, I can't stretch that any farther. Anyway, so I want to do more Pokemon Let's Plays on this. I did make a channel specifically for that stuff, but I kind of left it in the dark after I created it. I don't know, I kind of got like a sudden motivation drop after I made it. Like, I had planned to... Okay, I need to clone another one. I don't think this is strict, and it actually only has 3 bugs you can clone. That one I don't even have to put a bug on there, I can just do that. The only reason why I don't do more Pokemon stuff is because I know most of my viewers are here for the Chips Challenge stuff, which is fine. I love Chips Challenge to death, and I would like to not stop doing stuff like that. But it's just that, okay, so that level's done, and we're on tanked. You're being controlled by this tank. Get it to where both traps are opened at once. That hint doesn't really matter. I have to say that because I made this level. And I didn't need to block right now. Anyway. So, I don't have a problem doing more Chips Challenge stuff, but it does get a little repetitive after a while, and I think everyone can agree to that. Like, I'm not here and this is actually another thing I want to talk about. A couple of days ago, it was fairly recently actually. A couple of days ago, I got a comment on one of the very first videos I have ever uploaded on this channel, and it was from this Pokemon game solo run I did as my first so-called LP on this channel. And a comment I got was, "Oh my god, like this was literally the comment. Oh my god, this is horrible. Kill yourself." And I just laughed at it. Okay, where do I go? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? That trap's not open, I know that. I think I missed something. What?
Bummer.
Okay. I got so caught up in my commentary that I completely forgot what to do after that. Anyway, that was the comment, and I was just like, are you serious? Like,
Bummer.
The video date was something 2010, I think August something, or August 2010 and what was when it was. And I commented back to this guy, and I said, this is, like, not word for word, but I was basically along the lines of, this is old. Like, this is 6 years old. Like, are you serious? And he asked, like, what my new content was. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you this. You can easily just look for it. Like, click on my username. You'll see everything I have uploaded. And that's what I forgot to get the fire boots. That's what I forgot to do. So, and that kind of made me think. I was like, you know, I mean, oh yeah, not to mention this guy also commented saying that I only have like 128 subscribers, which is wrong. I have 190. So he was basically implying that I'm not even popular on YouTube, basically, and that kind of ticks me off. That kind of did tick me off to a degree, and usually comments like that don't irritate me, and the comment itself didn't. I honestly got a kick out of the comment itself. But I just found it hilarious though that this guy expected me just to be popular on YouTube just because I did one run. Like, dude, that's not how YouTube works, and even if it did, I'm not on YouTube to be popular. Like, nothing against popular YouTubers, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm not aiming for popularity. I'm doing this for fun, and only for fun. Like, if you can't understand that, then I can't help you, but I don't know, it was just one of those comments. I was like, really? You know, there's probably one of those moron YouTubers, and he didn't get to me. That teeth section's a little idiotic. Idiotically designed, but it is what it is. Okay, I think I can go down here now. And I don't know why, but I decided to include block cloners that I don't think serve a purpose, to be honest with you, and it's just an ice slide to the exit. So overall, Tanked is a good level, I guess. I wasn't really satisfied with it when I designed it, especially the outside design. That was just obnoxious of me to include. It's nice, but obnoxious. And we are at the 2 million mark, which is legit. Someone call an Exterminator. No thanks. Alright, Dirty Dozen. Another one of my levels. A lot of my levels are towards the, like, in the middle of this set, I have to say. So this was, I think this is a JCCLP level, actually, and I kind of regret the construction of JCCLP, honestly. Like, I kind of got lucky and got away with reconstructing JCCLP 2, but I can't really do that with the first one.
Bummer.
Yeah. I can't really get away with the first one, rehauling that one, or overhauling it.
Bummer.
I guess in a sort of sense, this is kind of predictable. I think I made this symmetrical. I think that's what the gimmick was of this level. But it's still obnoxious. I mean, seriously. I think even the exit is, the way the exit is dirty. And I think I intended this level to be dirty. I think that's why I included it in JCCLP. It's still kind of dumb though. Like, I don't know. It's a JCCLP level when it shouldn't be. That's all I'm going to say.
Bummer.
And I don't really want to Madman Rush this thing, but I want to at the same time because I don't really want to play it. I don't know. Tonight's just one of those nights. Even though it's Friday, still.
Bummer.
Okay, yeah, that part was really stupid. Can that water not go up? Except I think it's facing up in the monster order. Still.
Bummer.
Okay, I could have waited there. So yeah, but that one comment, I honestly got a kick out of it. I was just like, you know, seriously, dude? Like, you're already immature based off what your comment said, and you implied that I have to be popular on YouTube to be successful. Like, no, that's not the case. And I have nothing against YouTube popularity. I don't really agree with it. Like, the people that treat YouTube video making as a job, that, I'm sorry, that bothers me in some way, because I think the exit's right. I think that's right. No, I think the way the exit is through the top. Yeah, it's the same way to get the chips in the corners, and through that too. Yeah, I think the way the exit's through the top, if I remember right. Yeah, it was through the top. Alright, that's done. Tele-Portable. You know, I forgot to start a timer for this. So this is level 81. It teleports all over the place, and this is a Ryan level, which we haven't seen one in a while. And if you don't remember what I said about some of his levels, they're odd. This is one of them. I mean, the bad thing about this is this takes a lot longer in links to go through. Like, I'm teleport boosting at this point. I'm not pressing any keys, but it's going through teleports a lot faster. And links, I think it takes about 80 seconds just to get through all these teleports. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the hint says, did you go left first? And you had to go left first to get that chip at the top. So I want to say I remember how to go through this. Nope, that wasn't right. So yeah, I want to do more Pokemon content, and yeah, you're going to have to hear that noise throughout this whole thing. It's annoying, but... I don't know, I might revive the other channel, now that I think about it. And it's literally inactive, like I haven't even logged into it to check anything. I know I uploaded one thing on there, and that was a couple of years ago, actually 2 years ago, as of now. But I haven't used it since. So I think I might just make another new one and actually stick to it. So even in MS, it takes 50 seconds. Yeah. So this is kind of guessworky, but it's kind of logical. No, it's more guesswork than anything. Yeah. It's kind of guessworky, and I guess I could cut this part out. This is the most annoying part of the level, is this beginning part. Because if you mess up, you have to do this all over again. I guess in that aspect, you know, that's kind of a hard thing to do with design. It's if you have a really annoying or tedious section of a level, it kind of doesn't matter where you put it in the level. It's always annoying no matter where it is. Like, okay, like, well, what's a perfect example? Okay, chips on the blocks from CCLP2. The start of it is tedious because you have that long Sokoban, and then you have all that guesswork towards the end of it. So you mess up with the guesswork, you gotta do the Sokoban all over again. I think I go left from here. Yes. And I believe I go down. Yes, that is the chip. Now, where do I go from here? I'm trying to base this off, remember this off of memory. I think I want to go... I think I want to go left. I know left is wrong. I know left is wrong. Right is out of the question because it's just gonna do that. So it's up. Okay, up just takes me back to here, which is fine. Okay, do that. I don't think down is correct. No, I was right. Up was the correct input because you do have to go back to that, and then you go through this, go through that, and I think you go left from here. Yeah. Now, this part bothers me. I think it's this one. I go down from here. No? Okay, well, I didn't mess up, but I gotta go through this again. Yeah, a level like this just doesn't... It works. Like, it's legit how it works. But it's just... I don't know. To be completely honest, I'm mixed with this level. Like, I have mixed feelings about this level. I like it, but I don't. Or I like some parts of it, but I don't like other parts of it. It's just one of those levels. That's really all I can say about this one. Okay. So go back right here. At least I'm not screwed yet. Okay, I'm at this. Okay, there it is. Tele-Portable is done. So you kind of have to get a feel of where you need to go. It's kind of hard to do that with all the teleports there, but it's legit how it works. I'll give it that much. But I think it's level 81 because of the way it works. It's hard to know. Okay, Mysterious Melee. And I don't feel like playing this level right now. I know what it involves, and I'm just not in the mood to play it. So yeah, my commentary for this video was all over the place. Like, I had no stable conversation whatsoever, or no stable subject whatsoever. So I guess I have to confess, I really wasn't in the mood to record to begin with, but it is what it is. I recorded, I made fair progress, and I don't know how long the video is. I forgot to pull up the timer on my phone. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm going to start thinking of other CC things to do and everything, because I asked for suggestions. I didn't get that many of them. So, yeah, I am sticking to this, but this isn't the only thing I want to be doing. And I know TS Alpha isn't done yet, but it's going to take a while for it to get done, because a certain someone has to keep making levels. So yeah, I need to think about something else to do. I don't know why I'm talking still. Like, the commentary was just blah. Like, bye.